Welcome to NYNJPA Weather, your weather source for the northern mid-Atlantic. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino. Well, for the fourth day in a row, we have an area low pressure off the New Jersey coast that continues to impact much of the northern mid-Atlantic. The good news is that this low pressure system is finally starting to leave and exit into the Atlantic. But before it does so, it will continue to produce scattered showers throughout the region today, tonight, and into early tomorrow morning. The low pressure system will start to weaken as well, and high pressure that's off to the west will remain in control from Friday on through the weekend. So it looks like after we get done with this low pressure system and the rain, it'll finally exit, and then high pressure's in control. And with that, much warmer conditions. Let's take a look at the water vapor satellite picture. There are several features on the water vapor satellite picture that I want to point out. First, we'll start with the polar jet stream, which is the blue line that is basically moving along the Canadian border. We're in what's called a positive Arctic oscillation pattern, which basically means all the cold air is locked up in Canada. And believe me, there's plenty of cold air starting to build up in Canada as snow cover growth is actually above normal. That's going to have a major impact on the winter forecast, by the way. The jet stream that is pretty much in control is what's called the subtropical jet stream, which is further south and a lot more energetic right now. I don't expect that to be the case for much longer, but what we have are two dynamic upper level lows, one over the southwest and the other one over the Ohio Valley. We're going to pay attention to the one over the Ohio Valley. This one is the one that is producing the scattered showers and keeping our area low pressure at the surface to the east of New Jersey over the region. However, the upper level low is starting to lift out and become caught up in the jet, and eventually it will move out into the Atlantic, which is great news because that ridge that's building over the plains will basically settle right over the northeast and the northern Atlantic. Meanwhile, we have a subtropical disturbance that is sitting off in the just to the north of the Bahamas. Now, once again, much like what happened with the last tropical system, Nicole, this disturbance is showing some signs of tropical characteristics, and I would not be surprised if the NHC does call this disturbance a tropical depression or possibly a tropical storm. Again, I reiterate, I personally believe this is not a pure tropical system. It is a subtropical system, and as such, it probably should not be named. But I would not be surprised if the NHC does name this system once again. Regardless whether it's named or not, because of the trough sitting off to the east and off the east coast and the upper level low that's exiting, I don't expect this disturbance to have any impact on the east coast and should remain over the Atlantic Ocean. Once the trough exits, our ridge builds. And what happens after that? Well, how about temperatures in the 70s by this weekend? So yes, it gets a lot better after Thursday as high pressure takes control Friday on through the weekend and into early next week. So enjoy the above normal temperatures. Thank you for using NYNJPA Weather as your weather source for the northern mid-Atlantic. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino.